Hey everyone, here is the first of probably a half dozen videos showing you kind of step by step how to navigate through these different applications and how to get going on this project. There's a lot of moving parts. It's easy to make mistakes. I hope you'll bear with me as I sort of fumble my way along. But picking a glacier is obviously a really important thing to get right first time. So here goes. We have the Copernicus browser and Google Earth web, two ways of looking at the planet and picking out our glacier. If I start here with Copernicus, actually I'll start with Google Earth. Google Earth. And both of these you have to register. Sometimes it takes a moment to sort of get an email that verifies that you're out there and you're not a bot. I'm going to do Find a Glacier is a project I just registered. So here we are, Google Earth. I have found multiple glaciers in the northern hemisphere. I thought I would find one here in the southern hemisphere. In the northern hemisphere, you want to search during the summer months when the melt off is at its greatest degree. And in the south here, we want to look sort of in the January, February months when the melt off is the greatest degree there. So I was at a wedding in Peru. We were up in the mountains near Cusco. You can see Cusco right there. And those are the mountains off to the east. I'm going to zoom in on them and just start looking for a little finger of ice. This looks like, if I go right to the top of this, there's some pretty good, up there's a glacier appearing. Okay, so I could pick one part of this. It's quite large, but if I just look at this lower left foot, maybe this is going to be my area of interest here. Okay, so you just have to mouse around, look for change. That's really what we're trying to model. I see two images here. And so in Google Earth, you can go up under Activate Historical, and you can see this set of images, and I can take it back. Sometimes there's no change. There's a big change. And so that's one way of sort of seeing what's happened over time. I also like clicking just on this version because it plays it and shows you that we're really going, I think, from the 90s up until near current time. And this looks very promising because I see the the glacier receding, and it looks like I'll get some, good change contrasts of these areas. So that's really what we're looking for, monitoring glacial change. All right. So once you've found something that looks promising in Google Earth, try the other one. See if you can find it on the counterpart. In this case, if you look way down in the bottom, I think it's off the window. Can I drag it up? No. Can I drag my video window down? No, you're going to have to trust me on this one. But in the lower right corner, it's saying that it's at 13 degrees, 58 minutes south and 70 degrees, 51 minutes west. And I'm going to write down those coordinates. 1370. I know where it is, obviously, in relation to Cusco. And then I would go, I'll just pause that. Okay, and then I would go to, in this case, I want to go to Copernicus. And lo and behold, here's this glacier now zoomed in on Copernicus. And you can see that it's going to, see here, I've expired. I need to log in again. I just go up here. So if you time out, obviously you're going to have to log in back in again. All right, so here's this glacier now in the Copernicus view. And I can do something similar here where I can go and create time-lapse animation. This is a little bit more effective sometimes, and I can also download this and have this as a separate video file. I could upload this and have like a QR code from my poster that is going to show off this video I've made. But if I click on this, and I can create a time lapse for this area, if I go over, and we did a little bit of this in class, but if I do filter by months, and since I'm in South America, I think I want to look at sort of the January, February, March months, and I want to go select one image. Well, I'm going to have it filter by the cloud cover. I'm going to probably not go below 20 because I'll wind up with too few images. But I also want to make sure I've got the dates. Here it's 2017. I'm going to go up to the present as much as I can. And then I just hit search, and it'll pick out the images that match that. And it looks like I've got relatively few images. I've only got 5. If I play it, though, it'll play out over time, and you can see there's change from this view as well, and I can definitely tweak this. This will only go back to 2017. The Copernicus satellite is relatively recent. They don't have the historical imagery, but they do seem to have clearer images, and like I said, you can make this movie and you can download it. Anyway, so I'm going to write down those coordinates, and if I X out of this, and if I'm not sure, I think I can just take a pin here and drop a pin, and I can see down in the lower left that, again, the coordinates are, in this case, they are using negative 13.9. They're using decimal latitude, and then decimal longitude, negative 70. All right, so if you can see a name, and sometimes I think that was on the Google Earth browser where they had the name of the glacier. So then I would go to this register my glacier here, and depending what period you're in, it has a funny name starting with Q, E something, and the location, I would put in the coordinates there. So it was like 13 and whatever it was. Okay, so I'll type in the coordinates for that glacier, and you can type in the coordinates for your glacier and claim it. Good luck, everyone.